What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mars back with another Clash Royale video. And guys, check it out over here. We're hopping into some live top ladder gameplay. This is Cycle Fast at 6,400 trophies in a live ladder session with Prince Bait. He's in the top 3,000 in the world right now, and we'll see if he can get a few wins here on ladder. Going for a Prince here to stop the Valkyrie on the right side. And what is the opponent using right here, though? A very interesting deck. Tombstone, Mega Minion, Minions, and Valkyrie, and it's going to end up being a balloon deck. So we'll see here, guys. The Prince, though, is going to follow that skeleton. That was very interesting if you guys saw that with the Prince right there. But the balloon is going to get easily countered by the Rascal Girls right there, and Cycle Fast seems to be in a pretty good position here for this game. We'll see if the opponent has like a Lava Hound or what he's going to end up having, but Cycle Fast doing pretty well here. That Princess at the river is going to take him down to 2356, so he's done a lot of damage there on that side. Dark Goblin going to have to come down, but some quick arrows from the opponent, and that Valkyrie is unfortunately splashing, so that pretty much evened up the game right there. But this Goblin Barrel should be able to get some good damage for Cycle Fast, and yeah, wow, that is so much damage right there on that left side, taking his opponent down to 906. And again, Cycle Fast in the top 2,500 in the world right now at about 6,400 trophies, a little bit over that. And he's using Prince Bait. We'll see what ends up happening here in double elixir, though, guys. Probably going to be a Lava Hound deck from the opponent. And there is the Lava Hound, but Cycle Fast going with a perfectly timed Princess, taking him down to 302. And we'll see what he does for this Lava Loon push that is inevitably going to come down here on the left side. Dark Goblin is going to start chipping away at that Lava Hound, and the Dark Goblin does a lot of damage over time, guys. If you let the Dark Goblin stay alive for a while, it can do so much damage. And look, that Lava Hound is already almost dead. Probably going to be a rocket coming down. Yeah, there we go. Now a lot of Lava Pups, though, with these minions, so the Princess is going to be huge there in saving this tower, keeping it at 469 right there, keeping it alive. And the opponent's going to have to go in for a lightning, so that's a lot of elixir. Cycle Fast probably knows that, and he's going to try to capitalize here with a Prince Goblin Barrel push. And the Prince able to get on the tower there for one stab, and the Goblin Barrel also did a lot of damage. So the opponent's going to have to arrow the tower there on the left, and Cycle Fast now with a good push looking here on the right. The opponent can't arrow the Goblin or the Dark Goblin or the Princess, so he had to go in for a lightning right there. And Cycle Fast gets the Prince to the tower, and the Princess is on the tower, and I think that's going to be GG. Log should put it in rocket range. Actually, that's not quite rocket range. Rocket range is 538, so Cycle Fast needs to defend this one last push. He's going to go in for a rocket there on the balloon, excuse me, and this should still be GG here for Cycle Fast. I'm going to give him the fisherman emote here on the side, and he needs a log and a rocket to finish off this game, but Goblin Barrel is actually going to go in there and take out the tower, so a nice win for Cycle Fast. We'll see where that puts him in the world, and then we'll hop into the next battle. Alright, guys, after that win, he's at 3407 in the world at 6449, so let's see if he can get top 3,000. Alright, here we are into our second match, and Cycle Fast is going to go for a Goblin Gang at the bridge, as his opponent went in for a log to start the game, so log and knight. This is definitely going to be some sort of log bait mirror matchup, and Cycle Fast is going to go with the Dark Goblin here. Actually, the opponent's going to end up having an Ice Wizard, so this is probably going to be Ice Bow. And yeah, look at those prediction Rascals right there on that Tesla. I don't know if he knew he was going to play a Tesla or not, but that was still a great Rascals right there. And then the opponent will be able to activate King Tower here early in the game, but Cycle Fast has already gotten 900 damage on the left side, so that's a great start for him. In terms of Ice Bow, though, I don't really know who has the matchup advantage here when it comes to Prince Bait versus Ice Bow, but this will definitely be a good one here, guys, and we're a little bit over a minute into the game. Cycle Fast is going to go with a log there on the tower, and we'll see what he does here. For the Ice Wizard, he's going to play a Prince. And we'll see if the opponent wants to go in for any Expos here soon, but I'm assuming he's going to probably try to block this Prince. Never mind, he just lets the Ice Wizard go, and he's probably going to go in for like skeletons or something. There are the skeletons, but the Dark Goblin is going to conveniently take out that Tesla completely. So the opponent's going to have to go in for a knight there to block that. But Cycle Fast has been playing great defense so far in this game, has only allowed basically like a log's worth of damage on the left. And he's going to take that rocket any day of the week, hitting the tower and the expo. So we'll give him a laugh here on the side. And we do have a couple spectators in this game spectating Cycle Fast's top 3,000 ladder gameplay. Actually, he's at 3407 in the world right now, so we'll see if this game can put him top 3K. But that would be pretty cool. He's almost at 6,500 trophies as well. And an offensive expo going to come down for the first time in this game for the opponent. Cycle Fast is just going to go with a Goblin Gang and then a Rocket. So a pretty convenient counter for him right there. Opponent going for Ice Wizard Knight on the right. And the Tesla is going to come down for the opponent. We'll see if Cycle Fast wants to try to block that. And he does with the Rascals. So the Rascals coming in handy here for Cycle Fast. Log has to come down for the opponent. And now that should be a little bit of damage at least for Cycle Fast. Yeah, it's actually a lot of damage down to 1976. And that's a great rocket opportunity as well, hitting the Ice Wizard and the Expo. And wow, I didn't even see what happened on the right. I think maybe the Prince got there for a charge. But he has him at 1136 all of a sudden, so we'll give him some cheers here on the side. But yeah, the opponent is going to go in for that Tesla, and it's going to get shredded by the Rascals and the Princess. And we'll see if the Goblin Barrel can get any damage, but it doesn't. And the Princess is blocked there as well. That would have been huge, though, for Cycle Fast if he could have gotten that Princess connection. And he's going to go in for the Rocket here on the Expo, as he has been doing. So I don't know. Actually, Icebo, I feel like, could have the advantage against Prince Bait, but Cycle Fast has played this so well. He has him at 1031 and is in a position to potentially take the dub here. All he has to do, I would think, is just log cycle that right tower until it's at 538, and that will then be rocket range. We'll see if he wants to go in for a rocket here on this Expo or not. Dark Goblin almost got hit by that log right there, but narrowly doesn't, and then he's going to snipe away the Expo, so that was great. Cycle Fast keeping his rocket in hand, and the Goblin Barrel is going to get some damage there. A ton of damage on the left as well, but the Princess is going to put that straight into rocket range, and we're just going to laugh here on the side. Cycle Fast dropping the rocket there. A great win with Prince Bait against Icebo, and we'll see where that puts him in the world and then hop into another game. All right, guys, that win puts him at 3,004th in the world, so close to top 3K. 6475. We'll see if he can get to 6,500. Here we are into another game, guys. We'll see if Cycle Fast can put together a 3-game win streak here. That would be huge. Goblin Hut is going to be the first card, though, for the opponent, and Cycle Fast going to respond with a Princess. So Goblin Hut could mean kind of anything. Could be Elixir Golem, could be Graveyard, and I'm thinking it's going to be one of those two because the opponent has a Baby Dragon here. And a Dark Goblin is going to help out finishing off that Baby Dragon. And the Goblin Hut is going to fall here to the Dark Goblin, but a Minion Horde is going to come down. Very interesting for the opponent. Cycle Fast is going to use the Prince there to kite the Minion Horde to the opposite lane and allow his towers to just shred that Minion Horde. Only going to take one hit there on the left. And it's actually going to be a Hog Rider deck for the opponent, so that's very interesting. That's not what I was expecting, guys. I was expecting Elixir Golem or Graveyard. But Cycle Fast here, taking a little bit of damage from that Hog. He's going to have to be ready with either a Rocket or a Prince most of the time to stop those Hog Riders. And the opponent with a very interesting sort of Hog Spellbait deck with that Goblin Hut, Skeleton Army, and Minion Horde. And Cycle Fast doesn't really have spells to take care of those cards, so he's going to have to keep his Dark Goblin and his Princess at the ready most of this game if he wants to be ready for those Minion Hordes and the Skeleton Army. But a nice Goblin Barrel with that Dark Goblin right there is going to get some damage, and Elite Barbarians are going to come down. Guys, this is top 3,000 ladder. Yeah, and Cycle Fast is saying wow. I'm thinking wow too. Top 3,000 ladder at 6,500 trophies, and this guy's using Hog E-Barbs. He must be a pretty good player, honestly, because E-Barbs, in terms of balance, are one of the worst cards in the game. And a Goblin Hut's going to come down to take care of the Princess, but actually the Dark Goblin, or the Goblin Gang, is going to keep it alive for 2 extra hits, taking him down to 2417. Might be a rocket opportunity on the right there for Cycle Fast, and it is, to take care of the Hog Rider. And just like that, this game is just about tied up. He has him at 24-17. The Goblin Barrel in the front looked like it maybe was going to get a hit, but unfortunately the Skarmy actually stops it completely. But split E-Barbs in the back, and wow, this is just very interesting. I'm expecting another Hog Rider here on the right any second, and it looks like the Valkyrie, he maybe was trying to juke out Cycle Fast and make him rocket the Valkyrie, but he's going to put a Goblin hut behind his tower to try to bait out a rocket, I feel like. And the prediction log on the Skarmy, the opponent played the Minion Horde instead, so Cycle Fast really needs to get back to a Princess here, and he does. So that Minion Horde is going to go down. The Skeleton Army is going to go down as well, and he's going to have to go in for a Prince here on this Hog Rider. Hog Rider is going to get 2 hits, and that will be it, but that is kind of a lot of damage. But Cycle Fast is going to get a lot of damage with that Goblin Barrel, and guys, that's going to be GG. Rocket is going to take the dub. And Cycle Fast just got to 6,500 trophies, top 3,000. We'll see exactly where he is, and then maybe hop into one more game. All right, guys, that took him to 6,502, and he's 2651 in the world. All right, guys, Cycle Fast said he only has time for one more game, and then he's got to go to class after this, so we'll see. Hopefully, he can put together a 4-game win streak, but a Royal Ghost is going to come down from the opponent, and so a Princess is going to be placed in the back by Cycle Fast. Fireball by the opponent. So guys, I'm already thinking this is going to be Royal Hogs or Royal Giant. There's pretty much no chance it's anything else, and with the Hunter, I'm going to assume that it's actually going to be Royal Giant. Yeah, with that Fisherman, it's definitely going to be Royal Giant here, and a well-timed Goblin Gang by Cycle Fast is going to easily take care of that Fisherman on the right, and the Hunter is still at about 3/4 HP, but the Log will take care of him. So a decent start by Cycle Fast, but it's going to be an RG deck here, and we'll see how he ends up dealing with these RGs. He's going to probably need to have a Prince on defense for it, and we'll see what he does for this Royal Ghost. Rascals are going to come down, and the Rascals conveniently do not die to the Royal Ghost. The Rascal Girls stay protected. Dark Goblin is going to be able to finish off that E-Wiz, and then hopefully get some more damage, but he's going to have to go in for a Fisherman to block that. So maybe a Log opportunity, but he actually decides to go for the Goblin Gang. And guys, we'll see. This win could put Cycle Fast top 2,500, and he's already over 6,500 trophies, so we'll see if he can get that. But some nice damage with that side Goblin Barrel placement right there, and a Princess is going to come down. No Royal Giants yet from the opponent, but we know that that is his last card because this Royal Giant deck is very popular right now with the E-Wiz and the Royal Ghost. The first Prince of the game for Cycle Fast is going to make quick work of that that RG, Royal Ghost, I mean. But the Dark Goblin is going to be able to snipe away the Electro Wizard and the Fisherman. So pretty good push right there for him. And then, yeah, the Dark Goblin getting a lot of value. That Goblin Barrel getting a little bit more damage too. So we'll give him some cheers here on the side, guys. But this is still a very close game. And the first Royal Giant of the game is going to come down. And a Goblin Gang is going to have to be placed to answer that very quickly. And the RG did get a lot of hits, though, down to 16-13 on the right. We'll see if Cycle Fast can get some more damage on the left and take one of these towers, but the Royal Ghost needs to be answered on the right, and he's going to go with a Prince. So probably went with the Prince so that if the opponent went with an RG, it would just go straight into a Prince, and that is not a recipe for success. But a Fireball is going to come down from the opponent, and then the Barb Barrel did correctly read that Goblin Barrel right there. So it's a really close game here, guys. Tough matchup for Prince Bait, I think, against this Royal Giant deck. But and Royal Ghost coming down on the right is going to meet up with that Prince. They're pretty much just rinsing and repeating a lot of the same interactions right now. Hopefully the Princess doesn't die, and there we go. A little bit more damage, 2 stabs with that Goblin Barrel down to 19-17. Princess going to splash the tower too, so Cycle Fast getting some damage here, and he's going to have to go with a lot of defense though for this RG. Prince and a Dark Goblin are going to be on that RG, but it still takes him down to 873. So this is a bit of a dire situation here for Cycle Fast. Princess is not going to get a hit on the tower. It really looked like she was going to. But the Prince and the Dark Goblin on the right are going to do so much damage. And guys, that might be GG. 565. Log and Rocket will finish it off. Log is going to push that RG back. And it's going to be able to hit that tower. And a great win by Cycle Fast there against a tough matchup. We'll see where he is in the world, but I think that's going to be the end of his ladder session for now. All right, guys, that 4th win in a row took him up to 2261 in the world and 6530 trophies right now. So great ladder session there by Cycle Fast. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's top ladder Prince Bait video. Huge shout out to Cycle Fast again for the gameplay. It was a great ladder session for him. He got 4 wins in a row, and some of them were against pretty bad matchups for Prince Bait. If you guys made it this far in the video, though, make sure to click that like button and the subscribe button right now. Doing those little things takes like 1 or 2 seconds, but it benefits my channel tremendously, and I really appreciate it. Also, if you want to show extra support for the channel, head over to patreon.com/MarsUltimateGaming. I'll be linking that in the description. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another Clash Royale video.